obviously Isaiah back, and Pat's a guy that I'm really interested in. He had some stretches last year. What stood out about him from the offseason into seriously 2 practices? But
Well, I think he's matured. I mean, he understands how we want to operate at wide receiver. He understands how to learn in the meeting room. So he's taken the next step in leadership. So he's doing a nice job so far.
the 2 young guys, Sean and Ian, what have you kind of observed of them since they got here and to where they are now?
They're good. They're mature. You know, what I mean, they come in, they try to learn it. They're still getting their feet wet and their heads are spinning a little bit right now, but they're doing a good job coming in and battling and competing every day. So I'm really excited about them.
I think Isaiah mentioned like a place like IMG for Sean specifically. That's kind of like a prep for this whole thing. Like, does that help? Is that as big of a deal as it seems like in my mind?
Yeah, IMG. I mean, that whole program. You go there to be prepared to go to college, and those guys really coach like at college. So they're used to being on their own. They're used to going to the dorms. They're used to eating the right way and training the right way. So that definitely is an advantage with those players coming out, just because they're just a little bit more advanced with the way that their schools are set up.
And can I ask about Brian? Obviously, kind of an odd year, I guess, last year with Brian. What's kind of been his progress to this point?
Brian's doing good. He's out there competing just like the other guys. I think he has a better feel of what we're trying to do organizationally, and he's out there and made some couple nice catches today, so he's doing a good job.
Coach Bielma mentioned Casey Washington yesterday. What kind of strides has he made?
Casey's taking the next step in his development. I mean, I think he's getting more vocal with his leadership. I think that's the biggest thing that shows. But, he's strong, he's aggressive, he's continuing to work on his route technique. So we're really excited about what he can do this year.
Coach Pat Bryant showed some flashes last year of abilities. Do you think he's ready to take the next step this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's the second day of spring ball. He's doing a good job competing. He's done a nice job learning the system and playing with speed. So, I'm excited about what he can do this year.
Isaiah and Chase have both kind of mentioned that speed and kind of this change to that more up-tempo offense. What do you kind of like about that with your position group and kind of, being able to maybe catch a defense sleeping with your speed as well?
I think it attacks the defense on all levels. I think the running backs, the receivers, the tight ends, and the quarterbacks, there's always going to be someone that you have to account for. And I think the guys are excited about that opportunity to have the balls in their hands and how we can attack the defense with the different things Coach Lunny's brought in.
Were you concerned about being too anxious about wanting to get finally back out there and trying to make too many plays or try to do too much?
Oh, I'm never concerned about guys trying to make plays. So I'm excited that he's back. I think he's excited to have everybody, myself included, has a fresh start. We're all learning the same time. We're all trying to teach it, trying to learn it, and be the best that we can. So I think everybody's embracing that and really trying to work hard together to get going on this offense.
Isaiah, I mean, just year 2 as a wide receiver, it feels like a big step. Like, what's the comfort level with him? Like, he was literally a quarterback at this time last year. What's the comfort level now that he's kind of got a feel for just what it is on the field?
I think he kind of sees how the routes develop and the pace and the timing. Like I said, I think he just doesn't have all those bank reps that some of the other guys have just playing it through the high school. But, we know he's a talented player. So now I think the game is really, really slowed down. So now he can start using a lot more of his athleticism and his change of direction to really exploit some of the routes we're going to ask him to do.
I know you're not the quarterback coach, but